So Hurricane Ian is causing catastrophic damage in Fort Myers, and tonight the mayor is saying upwards of 200 people were rescued by the fire department, and that search and rescue operation, the operations appear to have come to an end. And despite the extent of the destruction, the mayor says that Fort Myers is not reporting any fatalities. CNN's Randy Kay is there for us. Randy.
Hey, Don, if you want to talk about the power of this hurricane and the power of this storm surge in the Fort Myers area, we have a perfect example for you. This is not a boatyard. Let me just say that up front. This boat, though, is now on dry land, carried over from Legacy Harbor, which is just on the other side of where we're standing. That's where the water is, carried over here by the force of the winds, the water, and the storm. Not only that, but you also have this massive piece of concrete here. This is part of the dock. This is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be well on the other side of us, back in the water, but was also carried over here. This is incredibly heavy. You can only imagine. If you look out there in the distance, there's some more boats not supposed to be here, completely out of place. There's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boats out there, all smashed together. Definitely not supposed to be here, carried over by the storm, along with other pieces of the dock. There's a couple of oars scattered around and other miscellaneous pieces of boats. And then if you just go over here, I want to show you something really interesting. This right here, this other is another boat, of course, on its side. This is the boat line. If you follow this boat's line, it goes all the way over here. This is a piece of dock. It's still attached to its dock. This boat carried its own dock through the wind, through the storm surge, over to dry land. So if you come with me, I'm just gonna get my photographer coming with me. Okay, great job. As we walk down here, I just want you to know we also were looking to talk with some of the boat owners. They apparently live on some of these boats, or lived on them, and are completely distraught because this was their home, this was their livelihood. Like so many other people in this storm, they lost everything they had, and now they're trying to figure out how to put it back together. So if you look at this right here, this is the other side of that boat in this sort of makeshift boatyard now. I mean, you can imagine the force of the water and the wind that could carry this size of a boat here and do this much damage to it, Don. It is just incredible to see it up close and imagine the force of those winds. It is just absolutely remarkable, Don. Back to you.
Yeah, no doubt. Randy Kay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's bring in now Scott Carlos, who rode out the hurricane in Fort Myers. Scott, appreciate you joining us. I want to know how you're doing since you rode out this storm in your 4-story condo in Fort Myers, at Fort Myers Beach. What was it like? What do you see out the windows?
So yeah, everything now is just a bunch of debris fields and sand everywhere. I mean, a lot of the roads broken away as well, along with just all the houses are just completely demolished.
You know, you saw water rise over your neighbors' houses, so tell me about that. How high do you think it got?
I would say at least 10 feet high. So, you know, looking across the way, we watched the water with the waves crash against the home's gutter system up top and smash through the actual roof. So it had to have been anywhere from 9 to 10 feet across the street from us, and we're 300 yards off the water ourselves. With our beach is very long.
You know, I understand that you have hurricane glass in your condo that it's 4 stories up. Was that enough protection for you? I mean, you said the water still seeped through the building?
Correct. Yeah. So with the pressure and every time the waves hit, it was forcing water through like the cracks of the sliding glass doors and even the windows in the bedroom as well. And we had to keep putting towels up and stuff. And just the pressure was just pushing the water into the condo. So I can imagine all the other homeowners as well with what they were going through.
You know, you have been riding scooters through the streets. You've been helping people. You're watching the Coast Guard pick up people. Tell me what you've seen and what is it like outside?
So just you know, kind of walking around and stuff, and we were riding around. We just saw, you know, houses ripped straight from their pylons. Just, you know, there was 2 or 3 homes that were ripped from their foundations, still intact, sitting in the middle of the street, right in Fort Myers Beach. It was just pretty wild.
You've also seen helicopter rescues. Can you tell me about that, please?
Yeah, so there was a woman that actually approached us for help, and there wasn't anything we could do. And luckily, everybody was able to flag down the Coast Guard, which circled around one time, landed directly on the beach, not even maybe 100 feet from us. And we watched the whole thing, and he had helped her out, picked her up, and carried her away. And then we watched another rescue where they picked up two people in stretchers with the hooks and everything, and pulled them up as well. They were working through the day. And nonstop.
Well, my goodness, I'm sure people are wondering why you stayed. But as I understand, you came to check on your condo, then you decided to stay, and you didn't think the storm would be this bad. Would you have stayed if you had known?
Definitely not. Now that we're stuck here, and now that we actually saw the devastation that was created by this, I have a family back home and stuff, and I don't think I would have put them through that. Luckily, I didn't lose too much cell service, so I was able to keep in contact with them the whole time. So they didn't know I was safe. But if I had to do it over again, no, I definitely would not come back for one.
Yeah, you're from the Midwest. I doubt that you've ever seen anything like this. I mean, you probably have to deal with tornadoes and such, but have you ever seen anything like this?
Nothing even close to that. I mean, back home we get some rain. Our creek might rise 9 or 10 feet. We might jump on a kayak and have fun, but there's no danger involved. This was definitely dangerous and something I'll never forget.
Yeah. Listen, we're glad that you're okay, and we're glad that your family is able to see this and you're able to speak to them, and they know that you're doing fine. Thank you so much for appearing.
Thank you.